My friend in high school had this GPS that seemed to get an attitude the further off course you got. It would start off by being nice. Please make a U turn at the next intersection. Well, you would pass that intersection. Then it would say a little firm, a little louder, please, at the next intersection, make a U turn. And it seemed like the further you got off route, the more firm, the more loud it got. And then eventually it would be almost like it would say, hey, you're lost. You're not going to find your way. Never mind. We would purposely set this GPS and not follow the directions just to hear this voice. A GPS is a good thing because it knows your location, it knows your destination, and it knows the best way to get there. And I want to talk to you about a man named Joshua. He's in the Bible. And I want to talk to you about his GPS, not a global positioning system, but God's positioning system. And we find his story, we find his GPS in Joshua chapter 6, and we're going to read verses 1 through 5. And this is what it says. Now, Jericho was strongly fortified because of the Israelites, no one leaving or entering. The Lord said to Joshua, look, I have handed Jericho, its king, and its best soldiers over to you. March around the city with all the men of war, circling the city one time. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry 7 rams' horn trumpets in front of the ark. But on the 7th day, march around the city 7 times while the priests blow the ram's horns. When there is a prolonged blast of the horn and you hear its sound, have all the troops give a mighty shout. Then the city wall will collapse and the troops will advance, each man straight ahead. Wow. Can you imagine being Joshua giving these orders, these directions to your men? Can you imagine being Joshua's men hearing these directions? We're supposed to walk around the city one time for 6 days, and then on the 7th day, we're supposed to walk around the city 7 times? And we're supposed to be quiet until we hear this long blast, and then we're to shout, and the walls are just going to magically fall down and collapse. And wow, what a battle strategy! What a plan! Fast forward, they followed those directions, the walls collapsed, and God gave them the victory. Sometimes God gives us directions that are difficult to understand, that are difficult to follow. But like a GPS, God knows our location, God knows our destination, and God knows the best way to get there. He will always give us the right directions. When we don't understand or when His directions seem difficult, we must trust Him because He wants the best for us. So I want to leave you with this question. Are you following God's directions for your life?